Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Side Hustle Enterprise. I'm your host, John Maz, and this, of course, is Market Watch Wednesday. I got a few things to talk about today on the docket, but of course, you guys are always welcome to join the conversation, share your thoughts, share your opinions. Let me know if you think I'm wrong or you have your own thoughts on what we're talking about. I'm always curious to hear what your opinions are and, figure out what's going on in your worlds, not just mine. So jump on in and let's have some fun. Welcome, Ronald. Welcome, Chip. I got to make you guys moderators. You guys are always here. Let's see. Can I do it from the side? Add moderator. There. You guys are now have been invited to be moderators for the live chat because I know it gets so exciting in here. Make sure we're live over on Discord as well. Awesome. Looks like we're good to go. Okay, I removed you from being moderator. So, Ronald, was that you doing some welding that you shared over in Discord? I hear you. Well, I appreciate you jumping in the chat like always. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully, once the squeeze pops off and we start seeing gains from AMC, I'll be able to really push the YouTube thing to the next level. I'd like to start another channel around metal fabrication, welding, and kind of my interest and what was at one point in time my main source of income. Welding is such a big passion of mine, and metal fabrication, whether it be restoring old hot rods or building top fuel Harley Davidsons or just working in my garage making some kind of art. I'm super big into welding and fabrication. I always have been, always will be. So I'd like to definitely start a second channel around that type of stuff, whether it just be a once a month type video where I kind of deep dive into the projects we got going on and things like that. So hopefully that will be, beneficial to you and other people that are interested in other hobbies. It looks like AMC's down a little bit today. We have been kind of touching upon this resistance line that I drew in using Fibonacci sequence here, Fibonacci retracement, kind of seeing a strong resistance point right around the 100% mark, just below $60. We've touched upon it number of times here, just kind of bouncing within that range. We did see a bit of a spike yesterday up and above it, but we fell right back down below it, and now we're bouncing off that 78% line. Now, this all could be FUD around the FUD around the Fed and their announcement today with Jerome Powell going live around 2:30. So that could be kind of playing factor into what's going on. This could also be another play from hedges because we do have a ruling that was submitted yesterday. I'm not sure if it passed or not, but it was around the DTC 2001-005 filing for yesterday. What this is going to do is it's going to prevent people who own shares of stock securities like AMC from borrowing it or borrowing against it multiple times. It's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, I have no idea why this hasn't been brought up or considered in the past. This kind of seems like a no-brainer to me, but that's more or less why we're seeing such manipulation with AMCs, because they're borrowing multiple times against one share, and that's what's creating these synthetics. So by implementing this regulation, we will reduce the amount of synthetic shares moving forward, and that's a big thing to really combat what these hedges are doing. So I hope it passes. I know that it was filed yesterday. I really got my fingers crossed for it. It would definitely be interesting to see how it's going to affect the market moving forward, whether we're going to see more stable growth and consolidation across the board, across the market, where hedges don't have their opportunity. You're taking a tool out of their arsenal, if you will, when it comes to the manipulation that they, forced upon the market. So hopefully that works out. Hopefully that is a good regulation. Hopefully we get a number of people to vote on it. That's kind of the big thing that I picked up on yesterday. We have a couple other ones coming up next week with the NSCC, I believe it is. But I'll talk more about that once I know more about it. Did get some new hardware in here today, so if you guys have an issue with the sound, let me know. It is a new microphone, a new setup. Supposed to be better than my last one. Still learning how to fine-tune it and everything, so let me know how it sounds to you guys, if it's too loud, if it's too soft, or what have you. BTC finally up and above the $40,000 line. I know that's been a strong resistance point for us for a while. Got a nice little consolidation here running in the $40,000 range, which is good to see. Let's see if Webull let me draw some charting in here. Let's go rectangle. So this is a nice consolidation zone.
In Euclidean plane geometry.
Guess my phone decided to talk as well. Volume a little better. Good. I'm glad to hear that's coming in a little bit better for you. I don't want to mess with it too much. It's supposed to be a better directional facing mic. It's got multiple pickups in it, so I'm hoping it works a little bit better. It was recommended to me by another YouTuber, so I saw it was on sale and I picked it up. Don't know how well it's going to do. Definitely seems a little bit heavier dutier than my last one, so there's just no more boom, so it's right there in front of me. Hopefully it sounds decent. Let's see how our favorite crypto's doing. It just doesn't want to break out. It doesn't. It just keeps steady. Let's zoom out here. Let's see if we can find some resistance points. Let's look. See what the 4-hour chart looks like. Yeah, sure. I just picked it up. I saw it was on sale on Amazon. Ordered it. It just came in. It seems to be working fairly well. There wasn't a lot of information in the box that I got that had setup requirements and everything like that. So if you got any tips on how to use it and make it sound better, please share with me. Let me know. I am using a docking station to kind of control all of my plugins. So it is a little bit different sounding, I think, because it's not a direct plug into my computer. So I might have to change that up a little bit, but we'll see what's going on. Ronald wants to start a WTF, what the fuck are you doing channel. That'd be a fun channel. Just random bullshit like what the fuck are you doing? I could go for that. Crypto Jedi over there is going Shib. Diamond hands on Shib. Shiba Inu, I guess. Used it for gaming, but my wife's gaming PC. That'd be an interesting channel for filming at work. Just kind of the stupidity. I worked in manufacturing and production for a long time. There's some seriously questionable activity going on in some of those factories. Absolutely. Looks like Shiba Inu coin has popped off a little bit in the past couple days. We were sitting pretty low for a long time, and then a nice little spike up. Now, I heard a rumor that they were on Coinbase now. Is that what I heard? I'm not entirely sure. Gotcha. Coinbase Pro is listing Shiba Inu. So that could be why we saw the spike. KuCoin's a pretty decent exchange as well. They got some good high volume, but it looks like Hobie Global's got the most volume right underneath Binance. We know Binance is one of the bigger players. I'm not a big fan of the Binance exchange, but it does make trading on multiple coins a little bit easier because they do offer so many on their platform. Price prediction. Let's see, we got RSI, neutral, lots of neutral. We got momentum saying buy. Lots of buy signals for a number of indicators here. SMA 50 says sell, though. That's an interesting article here on coinpedia.org. Shiba Inu listed done for Coinbase, obviously Coinbase Pro. Thanks to Crypto Jetta, we had that information. Hopefully Robinhood is the next stop. That'd be very interesting to see if Shiba Inu, a spin-off, one of these other dog coin spin-offs from Dogecoin gets listed on Robinhood. I'd rather see Robinhood take the next step and implement private keys and wallets for their platform rather than just toss on more coins. But that could be a big factor. With Robinhood. I think one of the things we talked about in the podcast, if you guys haven't checked it out already, I was on a podcast with the Amigo PC guys over on the Discord as well. There's a link. Great guys, great conversation. I think the double feedback was more on my end than anything else, so that's why I picked up the new mic. But we had talked about the fact that my beliefs that Robinhood purchased a lot of these cryptocurrencies years back, getting them at a lower price, holding them in a wallet, and internally trading them with their customers. In essence, collecting small fees back and forth, but not really putting those coins on the actual marketplace, not putting those coins in the exchanges or on the network. They're just kind of held in a wallet, and they're trading back and forth what they have available in the wallet. Interesting. I don't know. That's kind of my thought process behind it. I hope that's not what they're doing, because that's really going to, drive the volume of Dogecoin down if we actually had access to see where Robinhood was trading, where they're purchasing cryptos or for their customers. I think we'd get a lot more volume in a lot of these cryptocurrencies that were, that are listed on Robinhood, if you will. Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Dogecoin, Litecoin, where there's so much ease of access to a lot of these coins through Robinhood for people that are just getting into trading and just getting into crypto. But I don't really see the volume reflecting the amount of users that are on Robinhood. So that's what kind of leads me to believe that they are internally trading these cryptocurrencies within the actual customer wallets, customer to customer, peer to peer, back and forth within their infrastructure, not putting them on live exchanges like Coinbase, like Binance, and so on. But if they were to implement wallet addresses and private keys, then maybe we'll see that in an increase in volume across all of these cryptos. Webull does kind of the same thing. However, I do like Webull a little bit better just because they are a little bit more transparent on their platform and as a whole. Ronald says he uses Binance but withdraws his coins to a wallet. Yeah, you should never. It's tough because all the transaction fees back and forth. If you're trading frequently on an exchange, and you pull out, say, once a week, at the end of the week, you pull out all your coins for the weekend and you let it sit there if you're not trading on the weekend. But yeah, you really shouldn't leave any of your coins on an exchange. It's just not a safe place to be, in my opinion. Put them in a wallet, lock them up if you can. I use Coinami for all my coins that I trade. And of course, you guys know I use crypto.com, and I just started kind of diving deeper into their DeFi app as well. So hopefully I'll have a video, guys, for you guys talking about crypto.com's DeFi app, because they're doing some crazy high interest rates on their coins over there. But yeah, Ronald, you're doing the right thing, man. Pulling your coins off the exchange is definitely the way to go, especially with, so many exchanges being hacked in the past. I know security has been stepped up quite a bit, and we have, smart contracts and, smart chains and everything else. But, it's all user error. It only takes one person smart enough to hack their servers, and that's where they're getting their currency from. They're not hacking the cryptocurrencies themselves, is that they're hacking the Binance or these exchanges, their infrastructure, their servers that they're placed on. Now, Binance is a larger exchange like Coinbase, so I'm sure they have high-end equipment, high-end servers, opposed to some of these other smaller exchanges that, could be run out of, the grandma's basement, if you will. I hope that that's not the case. And I hope you guys stay away from those exchanges and know better not to keep your assets on them. But yeah, you're right on point, Ronald. You're right on point. Crypto Jedi, thank you for shouting that out. Smash that like button. Share the love. I don't want to take Graham Stephan, smash the like button. That's kind of been coined by him, and so many other YouTubers are using it. I'll say share the love. Share the love. There you go. Show that like button some love. There we go. I like Coin Checkup, guys. If you haven't used them before in the past, they're a decent site. They give a lot of information. They pick up a lot of information from a lot of the bigger exchanges, and pretty cool little plug in here towards the bottom is that they have price predictions, and they give you a bunch of indicators that are based upon different charts across the board across different exchanges, and they'll give you the buy signal or the sell signal for that specific coin. Now this one has a lot of neutrals, 2 sells, and a lot of buys. But let's jump over to something that is more regularly traded, like let's say Dogecoin. RSI neutral, RSI buy, stochastic fast is a buy, but lots of sells and a few buys. Interesting for Doge. Now these are all based off of what is out there, the information from the charts, not looking at information from the news. No, it's just strictly TNA, technical analysis. That is all it is doing. It's not talking about any of the big news around Dogecoin or any of the big news around some of these exchanges. It's just technical analysis. Ronald, man, you're too good to the channel, brother. I appreciate you so much. I'm glad I was able to help. If you have any other trouble with F2 Pool, let me know. I've been talking to a couple of guys on Discord. Hopefully we can get some more L3s in stock so I can hook those up to F2 Pool and really dive deeper into some of the payouts. Right now, F2 Pool has been great to me. I like the fact that I'm earning, just under 60 Dogecoin a day on top of, 0.02 in change Litecoin. So I'm getting around $22 to $24 on average per day from F2 Pool, which is fantastic. I gotta love it. It's a great payout, on average. So we're looking at what, like $600 a month? Is that what it comes out to? Get my stupid calculator out. Yeah, $660 per month. So it's paying for the electrical for me. It's paying some other bills on top of it. I think it's paying for my most of my utilities in this rental was $660. So I'm liking F2 Pool. It's definitely more profitable for me, but I'm still not going to knock Pro Hashing. I think Pro Hashing is a great site. They give a lot back to their users. There's a lot more information on Pro Hashing about mining and about setups, and the community is just a little bit better. F2 Pool is very clean, cut, dry, get in, get your coins, start mining. So maybe as I build a larger farm again, I'll start transitioning over to F2 Pool just because of the ease to access. And the focus on that, merged mining for Litecoin and Dogecoin. Thanks, Crypto Jedi. Thanks, Ronald. Appreciate you guys. Share out the chat, share out the channel. Let's join the conversation. Let's get this live stream going. Let's get some more people in here to join in on the conversation. I'm curious to know what's going on out there for you guys, what's going on in your lives. What plays are you making and thinking about playing? There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of stuff happening in the news. It's been such a crazy year and a half because of the pandemic and everything else that, so many other people are looking towards alternatives when it comes to investing and so on. Are you guys interested in real estate, anything like that? I'm definitely looking myself towards real estate, buying a new home for myself and my family, but also investing in, rental properties. Hopefully I'll have a video for you guys talking more about taxes. I know with so many people collecting large capital gains or short-term capital gains, the taxes are definitely on everybody's mind when it comes to investing, especially with this AMC squeeze. That I've been doing a lot of digging, a lot of research. I have a conference call hopefully coming up soon with a tax attorney. he's trying to free up some schedule for me to really sit down and answer some questions that hopefully I can share with you guys. Some of the things that I'm looking into for tax loopholes, if you will. Still going to pay my taxes, but there's always loopholes. One of them that I'm looking into right now is going to be a trust, is setting up a trust for my capital gains where, if the money is in a capital gains, it'll be taxed, but won't be as taxed as much. Where so many people are seeing or are expecting to see well over $500,000 for capital gains in the U.S. That's over 37% tax rate, anything over 500K. So if you're holding large amounts of AMC or large amounts of crypto and you're collecting gains over 500K, you're almost paying half of that to taxes, which is ridiculous. There's got to be loopholes out there. There's got to be resources and access to avoiding those kind of gains, because there's day traders all over the place. There's retail investors, day traders. So hopefully there are something that I can figure out what's going on and dive into that. That's pretty sweet, Ronald. We got 4 machines going. Hopefully I can get back up to that level. Right now, unfortunately, my house just doesn't support that kind of power. It is a rental. I am only hooked up to, two 15-amp breakers for each miner. Hopefully I can get an electrician out here, maybe set something up off of like a 240 outlet that I got spare in the back room. We'll see. I'd really like to get some more miners going, especially where they're doing so well for me on F2 pool. Another 2 miners, another $660. That's, paying my rent at that point then, So I really like to get some more miners going, absolutely. Hoping AMC works out. Want my island. I want my island. You want your island. We all want islands. I'm not worried about the Lambo. I don't care about the car. I can build myself something fast. I want someplace where I can escape. 234111. Welcome to the chat, my friend. I've got an old house at my shop. Hope I don't burn it down. I like how you said you have an old house at your shop, not an old shop at your house. I can see where you spend most of your time. Yeah, I got nothing here. It's considered, I guess, a 4-bedroom or 3-bedroom house, but I'm on a hillside and I don't have garage or even a shop, so I got a spare room that I've kind of insulated for sound, and got a good exhaust fan, temporarily mounted to a window, and that's how I got my miner set up right now in an old server rack. Hopefully, like I said, as time goes on, I'll be able to figure out a solution, either get an electrician out here. I mean, I could do the electrical work myself, but where it is a rental, I just don't want to take the risk of having to lose my security deposit or my, So hopefully we'll figure something out. I always do. Wow, got some distance on us over there. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you showing up. I think you're one of the furthest away from where I'm actually recording the live stream. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you've checked out Discord and people over there have been nice and respectful to you, helping you out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. One of my big, I love the water. I love being at the ocean, being at the pond, being at the lake, river, whatever. I love the water. One of my biggest things before I got married that I wanted to do in my life on my bucket list was sail. I wanted to learn how to sail. I wanted to get on the water, and I just wanted to go across the world. But my wife doesn't like that so much, so looks like my plans have changed a little bit. So hopefully I'll find a property with either waterfront access or something like that. Or my island. Yeah, it looks like the price prediction for BTC on coincheckup.com is about 50-50 split, or a 33.33% split across neutral, sell, and buy. To me, that kind of indicates maybe a zone of consolidation. People are just kind of holding on to it right now, which is, could be a good thing. Lots and lots of volume of Binance futures. Take a look at Stock O Tractor. We talked about this on Monday on my Market Moves Monday video. Stock O Tractor is a great site. I will link it in the description down below. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's pin this. Let's dump it over here. For everybody who's holding on to AMC, this is a good site to kind of have on your favorites list, or favorite websites list, whatever, because it kind of pulls a lot of the data together for you all in one place. You got your price, you got your shares available to borrow, borrowed share rate, and so on. Then this is one that I'm looking at right now. I'm following closely. This is in the money call options and put options as well. So we got about 426,740 in the money calls. Even with the price dipping this morning, that's still a very, very high number for AMC. Now, we did bounce a little bit off that 78% level for AMC. Hopefully, we'll see it kind of continue to go up. But even with that little bit of a bounce dip down, we're still got a ton of call options that are expiring on Friday in the money, which could potentially lead to a gamma squeeze, with this number also being extremely high. So these are out of the money puts. These are people that have shorted AMC and are now losing money. So there's 737,000 individual contracts that are losing money shorting AMC, on top of the volume of people receiving gains from AMC. So those two factors are going to kind of trigger, hopefully, a gamma squeeze on Friday. Now, we're probably going to see a lot more FUD today and tomorrow trying to drive that price down for AMC. So be prepared, guys. That price being driven down, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to get this number as low as possible. They're trying to pull more option calls over to this side, the out of money side, meaning that no one's getting gains, you're not seeing returns. So hopefully we'll get more and more volume, and we'll start seeing a little bit of a bounce back up to that $60 line, because once we hit that $60 line, or the $60 strike price, the in the money contracts jump from 426 over 500,000 in the money calls. So I got my fingers crossed. That's what we're going to see, hopefully a little bit later today as things progress. Volume hasn't been super high for AMC this morning, I don't think so. I mean, that's what I was looking at. Let's see. Yeah, the outflow is way higher right now than the inflow. So I don't know if that's people closing out positions, taking gains, or just trying to buy in at a lower price as the price indicates it's dipping. Now, I myself am holding. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to play that Russian roulette of can I buy in lower. My average buy-in cost on Robinhood is $12.50. If you want to see more about my strategy around AMC, I encourage you guys to check out either the Patreon and become a Patreon member, or become a YouTube member, because you guys get behind the scenes access to more in-depth analysis of my personal holdings. And we've talked about it here, so you may be able to go through some of my old videos and figure out how many shares I'm holding, but I point blank tell you in my members only content what I'm doing, how many shares I have, and what my strategy is. So if you want to kind of know that information and kind of see how invested I am in AMC, definitely check out those resources. But looking at the volume today, so far, like I said, we got a lot of outflow, a little bit of inflow. We'll have to see how the day progresses. It was a pretty empty order book my opinion this morning for AMC. Got a little bit of a buy wall here going on the order book. And again, here you go. There you go. Number of empty slots at the bottom. This is a 30-minute or 30 channel order book, if you will. Lots of back and forth selling, 100, 140, 40. So I'm very surprised what's going on. I know there's a lot of people out there holding. I can hope you guys continue to hold like myself. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial expert. I know a lot of people are getting in trouble for that. We are just looking at the information together. There was a post recently on Reddit that I wanted to share with you guys. Unfortunately, it's been taken down. There is a sting, if you will, operation going on Reddit for people that are talking about these meme stocks like AMC, GameStop, and so on. And what they're doing is they're reaching out to people that are influential in some of these Reddit subreddits, be it Wall Street Bets, AMC, or GME Reddits. And what they're doing is they're asking them for financial advice. Now, if you do that, you can be flagged and you can have your subreddit taken down. So pretty interesting to see some of these moderators are being attacked that way. So I cannot stress it enough. I cannot say it enough, just for my benefit, for the channel's benefit, for legal benefits. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. We are looking at this together in real time, sharing our thoughts and our opinions, but we are not giving out financial advice. I'm not, you're not. That's the way it is. If you want to tell your family members, that is a completely different subject. If you want to tell your friends, hey, I really like this stock, take a look at it. That is completely different. That's not giving financial advice. That is, again, sharing your opinions. And that's all I'm doing here. You guys are my friends. You guys are my family. We're in this together. We like the stock. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I am sharing what I'm doing with you guys, but that's about it. That's as far as I am willing to go. So just be careful who you talk to out there. If you're getting messages, if you guys are on other chats, there is a lot of stuff like that going on. Steamy noticed someone that seemed like they were fishing for stuff on Discord. Yeah, it's everybody's getting hit. Everybody's getting hit, whether you're on Discord, whether you're on, I got a private message, on Instagram. Somebody asking me for financial advice. It's happening everywhere, and that's their new tactic. That's what I think could be a new tactic for a lot of these hedge funds is they're using bots, they're using new accounts, and they're soliciting information from influencers. Now, I have a small channel. We just hit 1,200 subscribers, which I'm super proud of and super happy about. But even my size channel, the Discord is being attacked. We have, my Instagram is being attacked, and nothing yet on any of my other platforms, but Instagram was definitely solicited for financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. So it'd be very interesting, guys. Be careful out there. I can't stress that enough. And don't believe the FUD. Do your research. Do your research. It's exactly what they're doing, Short. I agree completely. They're trying to entrap you. They're trying to entrap a lot of these subreddits where they may not be able to legally file suit because it is entrapment. They may be able to get some of these subreddits taken down or banned. Like the original Wall Street Bets was taken down and blocked for a number of months. And then a lot of, copycats popped up. So that could be what they're doing is they're trying to entrap and get these moderators and get these creators banned or blocked or have their content taken down from sources like YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, wherever it may be. Legally, they can't do it because you're right, it is entrapment, but they can get some of these platforms to take down their content. When you would take down content, you take down, the conversation, you take down, the fact that a lot of these meme stocks are trending. And it has a big effect on the market right now. Absolutely. There's so many people that are involved that believe everything that they hear and see, and they're not doing their own research, and they're getting themselves in trouble. But you made your own decisions, Ronald. I'm not telling you what to do, brother. I'm willing to lose everything that I'm telling you guys, every bet that I'm making, and I say that, every bet that I am making, every gamble that I'm taking, I'm willing to lose it all. So if you're willing to follow along and you think that's what you're into, this is all advice. None of this is advice. This is all just my opinion and me sharing my portfolios with you guys. I'm willing to lose it all. You do what you got to do. I love your word. Appreciate you, man. It's tricky times right now. It really is. It's tough. It's a lot of people are getting in trouble. A lot of influencers are getting, the smackdown laid upon them. YouTube is such a big thing. I just watched a video from Graham Stephan, who is a phenomenal investor, who is a phenomenal financial guru, not advisor, we'll say guru. And he had a video about him talking about his latest coffee venture, starting his own coffee brand, and he was attacked. He got patents, he got trademarks, and he was attacked by someone just looking for a paycheck. And him being smart and a savvy investor himself, just kind of cut his losses and started over instead of paying out this dingleberry who was just looking to score a quick buck because he's a YouTube influencer. There's tons of that going on right now, and I'm doing my best to kind of weave in and out. So having a supportive following, having a very respectable Discord server is very important to me. Sharing respect, sharing concern and love with everybody is super important. So anybody that bumps into another person, either whether it's in my comments or on Discord or on Patreon, please let myself or one of the moderators know. We want to uphold that respect across all the platforms that you guys are kind of looking at for, information. Right on, Ronald. Only invest what you're willing to lose. Absolutely. Yeah, there's always going to be some kind of skepticism around a lot of these stops. I mean, I was super skeptical. Too much coffee this morning. Skeptical about GameStop. That's why I didn't get into GameStop. I bought a couple of shares, got in, got out, got some gains, but it didn't really sit right with me. AMC though sits a lot better with me. I like the CEO. I like the company. I like what they stand for. And I'm a gamer, so I used GameStop in the past. I remember how popular GameStop was growing up. I remember, seeing it, seeing it come back to life now. But AMC to me was just, it hit more, home for me. It checked more boxes for me. That's why I got into AMC so heavily. And again, I'm holding, 4X in AMC. I'm not going to tell you my exact holdings. You can do your research and figure that out. Ronald should know exactly how many I'm holding because he's one of our highly supported members, part of here on YouTube and Patreon and wherever else. So Ronald knows exactly how many shares I'm holding. But it's something that, like I said, checks all the boxes. I like everything that's going on. I think it's a bigger movement than AMC was, a bigger movement than GameStop was. And I don't think the GameStop movement is completely over. I think AMC and GameStop are still very active plays. I just have more of my chips involved in AMC at the moment. Funkoland was the best. Oh my God, man. Now you're really making us sound old. Funkoland, holy crap. I remember Funkoland, absolutely. Jesus. Right around, KB Toys and everything else. Holy crap. KB Toys was before, Toys R Us died. KB Toys died. Jeez. Make me feel old. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you. It's bad enough. My wife keeps telling me I'm old. Now I got to hear it from you guys. Liking the name, too. Liking the handle. Angus MacGyver. I'm digging it. Very cool. Just taking a look at the charts real quick, seeing if we got any momentum moving forward. It's really hugging that 78.6% line, the retracement for AMC. I'm really got my fingers crossed we can close above it. I'd like to see us back around $60 by the end of the day. But again, I think this is a lot of FUD and manipulation from the hedge. You're trying to drive that price down before Friday, before those option calls expire in the money. Want to bring up an article with you guys. I'm going to share it here on the chat, and I'll put it in the description as well towards the end of the video. Is it Friday yet? I'm hoping, man. I mean, I kind of gave more insight to my members only content of why I'm hoping for Friday and what I plan on doing on Friday. So if you want to check that out, check out the members only content either on Patreon or here on YouTube. But huge numbers for AMC. I mean, we got call options all the way at $145, and I have contracts at $145. So I'm hoping Friday is going to be a good day. I'm hoping that Thursday or towards the end of the day today into Thursday we'll get some better price movement towards the up. And I'd love to see what happens as well. Let me share an article with you guys real quick. See if I can pull it up. Now, this is actually from Webull. Now, I got a kick out of reading this. I'm not going to read it out to you guys. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So this popped up on my Webull account. I got a kick out of it. I'm not going to sit here and read it to you guys, but we'll read the headline at least. Apes got suckered into buying WOOF because of botnet. Because a botnet told them. Here's what this top post on Wall Street Bet is saying. Now, this wasn't just woof. This wasn't just because botnet. We also had Clover was a big distraction. CLNE was a big distraction. You know, this is a new tactic. They're rolling out all the stops. They know that so many new investors, so many young investors, so many people that haven't been chewed up and spit out by the system are very emotionally involved in what's going on. And, you know, you have every right to be, of course. It's a big movement. But for this to move, a lot of these guys, they need to kind of suck it up and grow backbone. You know, get those diamond hands ready. Stick them in the fire. Make it real. Get away from the FOMO. Find something that you can stick with, that you believe in, and stick to your convictions. That's what this is happening here. These botnets are attacking us and attacking the weakest members. We're only as strong as our weakest link. So when mass people are believing and diving into these botnets and these, you know, bots on Reddit and everywhere else pointing us towards other assets, you know, dive a little deeper. Look at the bigger picture. We've talked about a little bit on Discord. We had that run up with Clover. Clover is, you know, 60% of Citadel's holdings at that point in time was Clover. So of course they wanted you guys to buy Clover. Of course they wanted us to dive into it, because when we did that, we gave them money. We gave them liquidity. We gave them access to that volume, which prevented them from being margin called or extending out their margin to avoid being margin called. Big picture, guys. Big picture. I can't stress that enough. When in doubt, zoom out, you know, look at the, you know, trying to see the forest through the trees type of scenario. There's more at play here than just AMC and GameStop. There's more of an impact than I think so many of us realize that we're going to see, not just from the US stock market, but worldwide. This is going to affect so many investors worldwide. I don't know if I posted it or not on Discord. I will do my best to find it again, but the majority of Citadel's holdings or companies are registered in the Cayman Islands. They're avoiding taxes on their own. They're doing their best. They're following the loopholes, and they only have like one or two companies that are registered here, or subsidiaries, if you will, registered here in the United States. The rest of their holdings and their subsidiaries are in the Cayman Islands. They don't care what happens to those. They just want to fill their own pockets. Why are you going to believe the hype? You see a movement, you see the volume, the indicators are showing it. Let's stick with it. Let's come together as a group. whatever it may be, whatever kind of camaraderie we have, we need to kind of stick with it and hold each other accountable. Call options, in my opinion, and from the research that I've done, aren't going to necessarily affect the squeeze as much as just holding actual shares. Now, there's only 500 million shares, or just over 500 million shares, real shares available for AMC. And based upon the numbers that we got previously from the CEO of AMC, it's 4.1 million shareholders, 500 million shares, 80% of that, are holding AMC, or retail investors. So we control the majority of the free float for AMC. So every share that you buy, whether it be synthetic or real, they have to cover. They have to. Options are just contracts. They are a right to purchase. You haven't purchased those shares yet. If you're buying call options, you are purchasing the rights, or you're giving the brokerage, hey, look, I'm willing to pay this amount at this price at this time, and so on, being the expiration date. You don't have to purchase those. You can resell the contract to somebody else who is willing to purchase those shares. So you don't actually own the physical shares of contracts when it comes to call options. So do your research, do your digging, guys. It's a lot of information and a lot of stuff going on. If you're new to trading, check out Investopedia. Check out some of these other financial sites, because there are actual CPAs and tax attorneys and professional traders on YouTube that can give legal advice, but they choose not to. But if you dive into, say, their LinkedIn profiles, or you dive deeper into who they are, you can see that they're giving us information that may be beneficial and knowledgeable from their years of experience. Again, research and digging. Sorry, that was my rant. I'm so worried that so many people are going to, lose or miss out, or, hinder their growth because of, emotional ties to something, or FOMO. I'm stressed out, not just for myself, but for you guys. I want everybody to succeed. Everybody who follows me, who has joined Discord, I just want the best for you guys. You guys are awesome. You really are. What are your thoughts on AMC, guys? Share your opinions with me. I want to know what's going on. You can always jump in live with me here on YouTube, or slide on over to Discord and join the voice conversation over there. Down at the bottom, general voice channel should be open. I don't believe I am being muted, so you should be able to hear me on Discord and YouTube right now. Private island or bust? Absolutely. I'm right there with you. Somebody posted a picture of an island off the coast of Norway, I believe, that was shaped like an ape for like $225,000 USD. Private island. I know it's not tropical, but it's still an island. But one of the things that I'm looking into doing, just to kind of give you guys a heads up. So I like real estate. I think it's a good investment. Having this kind of liquidity, potentially this amount of liquidity. A lot of people have talked about paying cash for houses and paying cash for properties, which I plan on doing for my personal residence, but not for my investments. I'd rather take, for example, there are a number of one-bedroom, one-bath condos available in my area because I live close to a college town, that are available for purchase and to be rented out. It's a lot smarter, in my opinion, to take that $100,000, break it up into $20,000 investments, and buy 5 condos with a 20% down payment, being $20,000 down for each individual. So now I have 5 sources of income with a mortgage, a lower mortgage. I'm putting 20% down across 5 different condos, spreading my wealth out, spreading my returns out, and increasing my monthly income, opposed to purchasing one condo, paying cash for it, and not having a mortgage. There are benefits to both. To me personally, I'd rather pay the 20% down on 5 different $100,000 condos and be able to have that source of income. I think that's a lot smarter of a solution. Oh, isn't my wife so supportive? Love you, love you. I like the little sticker. I haven't seen that one before. Little DOGE giving out hearts there. All about Tesla and Ethereum. I like Ethereum. I like Tesla. I don't like the gas fees with Ethereum. I think the gas fees are freaking ridiculous right now for Ethereum. A little bit of a downward movement on Ethereum. Let's see what it looks like on Webull. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, it's down a little bit, but looking at the 4 hour, let's look at the 1 hour. A little bit of a downward swing on Ethereum. Couple candles here. Could be a retracement, maybe, possibly, potentially. And when I'm looking for retracement, I'm looking for multiple trigger points. I'm looking for multiple points where it possibly could have hit and come back down. So it's right at a resistance line right now, based upon where I drew my resistance line and where the Fibonacci drew theirs. Don't trust BTC. I feel like one day it's going to come out that the CAA is Satoshi Nakamoto. Interesting theory. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today was the new upgrade to BTC to increase security and anonymity. So it's interesting that you say that. So the last upgrade that we got for BTC, let me show this chart with Ethereum first. So yeah, like I was saying, a little bit of retracement on Ethereum. But Taproot is a upgrade for BTC that's coming soon, which I think is going to really take Bitcoin to the next level. It may not be the catalyst to push it super high, but it will lead to additional catalysts, in my opinion. So we have Taproot, which is going to use the, I'm going to butcher this guy's name, Schnorr-based algorithm. And what that's going to do is going to increase, smart contracts. It's going to increase the speed of Bitcoin transactions. It's going to allow for multi-signature transactions, which will allow us to use Lightning Network, which they've been talking about for a long time. Now, this upgrade is 4 years in the making. The last upgrade that we got for BTC was in 2017, 4 years ago. So hopefully this Taproot will lead to some bigger things. We're not scheduled to see the Taproot upgrade until November. However, I do feel it will lead to some large catalysts, being the Lightning Network, being faster transactions, and so on. The first step is this integration of the Schnorr algorithm that this guy put together back in the 70s. Now, if you're as big of a crypto freak as I am, one of the biggest books that I've read multiple times is Cryptonomicon. So this is kind of taking a page out of that book for me. Pretty interesting to see and to read about, hearing about this guy from the 1970s who put this algorithm together, and now we're utilizing it for a cryptocurrency in 2021. I hope that it comes to fruition. I hope that it does everything that they're saying it does. There are a number of articles out there about it. So if you guys haven't heard about it, if you are just hearing about it now, look up Bitcoin Taproot upgrade, and it should pop right up. CoinDesk did an article. Yahoo Finance did an article. So it's all over the place right now. And there's a lot of things that are embedded within this upgrade. And one of the biggest things that this is being stemmed from is the fact that I know it's funny to kind of talk about it, but when the power grid got hacked and the FBI was able to find out who hacked the power grid and got all the BTC back because they were stupid enough to leave their private keys, accessible. If this Taproot was in fact in play during that time, they wouldn't have been able to trace them back. So we're going to get increased security, increased multi-signature transactions. So you're not just your private key, but a second, third, fourth signature that is added on top of your private key to secure your transactions. It'll also allow escrow and smart contracts. So they're really stepping up their game with Bitcoin, and I think it's about time they do so. With such volume and so much liquidity in BTC, with the market cap being so high, that it's about time we get some more implications of upgrades like this one. So check it out. I really think it's pretty good. Nice. Thanks, wife, being so supportive, calling me a freak. Love you too. What do we got going on? Let me catch up on what's going on. Doge has always had my attention. Same here, crypto. Big supporter of Doge. Always have been, always will be. Would you rather tell everyone you made your millions by investing in Doge or Bitcoin? I feel like Doge millionaire is slightly more baller. Ronald says, hopefully I'll be a Doge millionaire. My beach house in Belize is going to be the Doge house. Oh, I like that. You'll have to go pick up some of the merchandise from the merch store. You know, get yourself a AMC and some Dogecoin merch over there. Yeah, I don't know. I think Dogecoin is definitely the second wave of millionaires we had, or second, third wave, whatever you want to call it. BTC millionaires, it's been around. I mean, I think definitely you're on point there saying it's more baller to say you're a Dogecoin millionaire. I'd like to get to that point someday as well. I'm going to continue to mine it, and hopefully it'll come to fruition for so many of us. Yeah, if you guys are on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, if you're on any other platform other than YouTube, you know, share out the video, share out the content. Anybody we can get into the conversation, I'd appreciate it. I would work for a living. I'm a commercial craft fisherman in Florida. I just left Florida. We just moved away, but right on, man. I mean, that's some hard work right there, being a commercial craft fisherman in Florida, baking in the sun all day while you're trying to catch crab. This is what I do now. I went from working multiple jobs, running multiple companies and shops to, you know, giving it all up to focus on my YouTube and my financial career. Hopefully this pans out. You know, maybe in a year I'll be back in the welding shop with my welding helmet on me that's sitting behind me, you know, burning the wire again, burning my eyes out. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, you know, throw it over your shoulder, whatever it may be. I don't have to go back to that life. D King, let's see what he's got going on. I started mining with an L3 Plus, and I have no idea what to do now. Should I trade in Binance? I need your advice. Can't give advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you what I am doing. So with the mining that I am doing, my mining profits get broken up. One, I pay my electrical bill from my miners, and the rest of it goes either to Coinami for my rainy day fund, being, you know, a small percentage of it just kind of getting locked up. If, you know, by chance Dogecoin hits $1, I have that kind of stashed away. And the rest of it goes to my crypto.com portfolio. If you're not on crypto.com, my link is in the description down below. I'll be more than happy to help you set it up. Crypto.com allows you to stake your earnings for additional interest. Kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. Don't really have to worry about trying to follow charts and catching 3, 10, 4, whatever percent gains. I'm going to lock up whatever cryptocurrency I mine, whether it be Dogecoin, Litecoin, BTC, Binance Coin, and I will lock it up and gain interest on it. They also have a DeFi application as well that hopefully I'll have a video out for you guys soon. So with crypto.com, you hold and stake their coin. You get interest on that. And then they also have the DeFi application, which can pay you up to 16% APY on staking with their DeFi. That's where I'm putting a lot of my crypto, is I'm putting it in interest earning sources so I can focus more on making videos and stuff like that. If you have the time to trade, Binance is a good option. Crypto.com is a good option. Coinbase. Use some of the bigger exchanges. Try to avoid the little ones because the little ones are more risky. But that's what I'm doing. That's my thoughts. Can't really give you guys advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm doing with my mining assets that I'm doing. We have bill paying. We have a rainy day fund getting locked up. And then we have the interest earning on crypto.com. That's what I'm doing with mine. Hopefully that helps. At least gives you a starting off point to look into other options rather than just trading. Trading can be very lucrative, but it can also be very dangerous. A lot of the interest that I earn from my said holdings, I put into stable coins on crypto.com, like TrueUSD or the Binance, the BUSD. Kind of locking in my profits, locking in my gains using those assets. I use my CRO card every single day. Since I quit working and I've been focusing on mining and focusing on finance, my CRO card is used way more than my actual bank account. So that's where I'm at. That's where I stand. I like the rewards. I like earning interest far more than I could ever see with my bank. Maybe take a look at crypto.com. BlockFi also has interest earning. Binance also has interest earning. And they also offer Visa cards just like crypto.com. But my affiliate link for crypto.com should be in the link down below. So check it out. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Crypto Jedi, Crow, love it. MacGyver, one thing that I found difficult about crypto mining is navigating all of the taxes here in the US. Yes, taxes suck. I hate hiring someone to do them, would prefer to just understand them. So let me see if I can pull up my affiliate link for something else here, because I've been doing... My father's an accountant, taught me to do my taxes at a young age, so I've always done my own taxes, whether it be for my LLCs, my personal, filing jointly since I've been married. I've always done my own taxes, but there are so many new changes right now and so many new regulations that it's very tough to keep track of, especially when it comes to the crypto space. However, I did use this year, which blew my mind, by the way, super easy to use. Came in, at a real key point for me, and that was cryptotrader.tax. I'll put the link right below your comment there, bud. So it was easier this year for me using this site to do my crypto taxes. Anything over $600 in gains on crypto right now is considered short-term capital gains tax, and there are different tiers for short-term capital gain tax, going, starting at the base, which is like 15%, I believe, going all the way up to 37% if you're earning more than $500,000. Now, capital gains rolls into capital gains, so whether it's crypto capital gains or stock capital gains, they all add up together. So I'm approaching that higher 37% range, unfortunately. But cryptotrader.tax was a huge help in me filing my taxes this year for all my crypto holdings. Software is good too. I liked CryptoTax because of all the API plugins. I can connect crypto.com, I can connect Robinhood, I can connect Webull, I can connect Binance and Coinbase. I can plug everything in, hit a button, and it does it all for me. It was that simple. And if it didn't have an integration or API integration set up for different exchanges, just go to the website, download an Excel sheet, and import it into the site. I mean, it was super fast, super easy. I wish I was sponsored by them because I cannot talk highly enough about them. Those guys are awesome. That site was really on point, in my opinion. I've tried a couple others over the years, but they really have it dialed in. They do. And it was real simple to even take what I got from crypto.com or crypto tax and push it on over to TurboTax. Yeah, 37% is killing us, and it may go up. 37% is what it is now, and it may go up next year, which is crazy. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ronald. I mean, I've always been big into conspiracies and taxes, and one of the things I find so interesting is that there is no actual written law saying we have to pay taxes, yet everybody does it, and nobody wants to fight the IRS just because they are such a powerful influence in the U.S. It sucks. Hopefully, maybe I'll be rich enough someday to open up a Swiss bank account or something in the Cayman Islands, and I can avoid paying as much tax as I do, because it's killing my profit. Even if let's say I make $1 million tomorrow, right? Short-term capital gains, $1 million tomorrow. 37% of that is gone. I went from being a millionaire to nothing instantly. Yeah, I made $1 million doesn't mean I get to keep $1 million. It sucks. Conspiracies, let's talk. Yeah, I mean, I'm big into conspiracies. So is my wife. I'm more into the financial government side of conspiracies. My wife likes aliens and paranormal stuff, which is cool too. But yeah, there's a lot of manipulation and a lot of stuff we don't see. I work my butt off. I have most of my life, and I have very little to show for it, financially speaking. It just is this past year or so where I've changed gears, and I'm finally starting to feel like I could potentially get out of this hole that I am in. But if you mine Monero, theoretically it can't be traced and therefore can't be taxed. This is not financial advice. There are a number of cryptocurrencies out there that you can do that with. Incognito Wallet is a great resource to kind of hide your crypto earnings. Hint, hint. I pay all my taxes, by the way, if the IRS is listening. I pay all my taxes. I'm a taxpayer. But Incognito Wallet, Android, iOS devices, great resource. If you hold your crypto, I've heard, in a stable coin like TrueUSD and not cash out, it's not really considered capital gains yet. So as long as you hold your asset in USD, that's why I like crypto.com so much, and a lot of these sites that are implementing their own wallets, because you're only using what you need. The rest is held in stablecoin. Hint, hint. Ask Wesley Snipes if you can't pay your taxes. Yeah, I mean, there's so many legal disputes and arguments out there. You get arrested for, which is crazy. You can go to jail for tax fraud, for not paying your taxes, yet there's no actual written law that says you have to pay it. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Unreal. Yeah, everything that I earn from YouTube or my affiliates or anything else I do, I have to, now that all gets taxed. That's all 1099 income because I have run a company. I was smart enough to at least set up an LLC to run everything through, but that's all income that I'm going to get taxed on. It's a shit situation. It's a shit sandwich, that's for sure. MacGyver, what kind of conspiracies have you heard lately? What's kind of triggered you? What kind of conspiracies are you into? I'm curious to hear now that we're talking about it. Aliens and government go hand in hand. Mark Zuckerberg's an alien, I'm convinced. Now my channel's going to get taken down. Yeah, survival channel would be cool. But any recommendation? What I did personally to avoid paying large taxes. I'm running my YouTube or side hustle enterprise venture as a company. Everything is an LLC. I'm a licensed LLC called Masco, and everything underneath Masco, this channel included, is a subsidiary. So I'm paying taxes that way. I write myself a paycheck, if you will, paycheck to pay expenses, and everything's a write-off. The office that I film in is a write-off. Every time I show you a chart or share my portfolio with you guys, I'm divulging information, I'm sharing information. That's a write-off. Every little bit helps. It might not be huge, but every little bit helps. And remember, if you have losses aren't a bad thing when it comes to trading. You're allowed to claim up to, I think, $3,000 in losses every single year. So if you lose $20,000, on a single position, you're allowed to claim that, $3,000 every single year until that $20,000 loss is eaten up. So keep that in mind, guys. Mark Zuckerberg better not be Satoshi Nakamoto. I don't think so. He's got his own cryptocurrency he's trying to get off the ground, like failing. Thanks for the advice. Trying to access crypto with your link, but there is a restriction access. Did you learn LLC stuff along with taxes? So I was a teacher for a number of years. I taught business ethics, business management, and production. I'm a production specialist. So over the years, I started my first LLC when I was actually 16 years old with my father. And I just kind of learned along the way, if you will, studied a lot. LegalZoom is a great site for picking up information. Investopedia also has tons of information. You have LLCs, you have S corps, you have C corps, you have subsidiaries, you have trusts. They all are taxed differently. So you have to figure out what's going to be best for you. As a sole proprietor, an LLC at this point in time was my best option, in my opinion. As this channel grows, as my wealth hopefully grows moving forward, knock on wood, I may upgrade to an S corp. Just because it is taxed differently, and that way I can, potentially say hire on subcontractors to do work for me, if you will. So right now, where I stand financially, an LLC was smart for me, but as I grow, I may upgrade to a S corp. If you get a call and hear, would you like to play a game? Run. Would you like to play a game? Let me see what I can do about that link for crypto.com. Give me 1 second. Yep. So I have a DBA with any of my LLCs. I have a DBA. So I have Masco is my LLC. Side Hustle Enterprise is one of my subsidiaries and my DBA. That's how I have it set up. As for conspiracies, I think most of the craziest stuff is real and documented. Nuclear weapons, for example, those Titan missiles we used to have, and all of the close calls. Yeah, big time. My grandmother is actually a rocket scientist. She worked on the Patriot missile for Raytheon in Massachusetts. So I'm right there with you. There's some serious conspiracies behind the scenes that are documented right in plain sight. Best way to hide something is in plain sight, right? I was going to have to pay a ton of crypto taxes, but I take my hardware wallet with me everywhere. I crashed my jet ski into a bridge while jumping through 17 rings of fire. Love it. But at least I don't have to pay taxes on my crypto now. Snowden, too, from MacGyver over there. They all seem to hate Snowden no matter who is in office. That means he's probably onto something. Yeah. Easiest way to hide something is in plain sight. He's pushing out information. So, yeah, you're right. Everybody seems to hate him no matter who's in office. Everybody hates the truth. Everybody wants the truth, but nobody wants to hear it. I enjoyed the conversation with you guys. We only got 8 guys in here. We need to get some more people. 9. We got 9 listeners, and I think one of them is myself. Snowden is the real deal. I just happened to see this come up in my YouTube feed. It'll pick up. I hope so. I like doing the live streams more than I actually like making the videos. I think the live streams are a little bit more fun. So, like I said, in all my videos, I encourage everybody to join the conversation. MacGyver, thanks for showing up. I'm glad you clicked on the link. Tons of stuff going on, not just with my channel, but if you want to slide over to Discord and join the community over there, there's always fun and interesting conversation going on Discord, including conspiracies. Yeah, YouTube is a huge conspiracy. I believe that 100%. As I'm here on YouTube and Discord right now live, the shadow bans are a real thing. They're out there. I'm staying strong. Don't you worry, Ronald. I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm determined to make a go of this. I really am. So for anyone mining, how hot is your house right now? I started mining barn farm. Started running barn fans to cool off the place. So the way I have mine set up, I'm doing something similar. I have an exhaust fan in a small window in a cool room that's, somewhat underground in a basement room. So my exhaust fan pulls out most of the hot air, and my miners are pointed at that exhaust fan. So it's getting clean air from inside the house, pushing it outside in a makeshift server rack that I altered to hold my miners. Hopefully I can get more miners moving forward. At one point in time I had around 30. Now I'm down to 2 just because of the space that I'm in. So fingers crossed we can pick that back up again and get some more power and get those miners really hashing. Ooh, I did something I never did before. I shared my live stream on Facebook. Now my family knows I'm here. They can find me now. Ronald, man, I can't say how much I appreciate you, brother. You've been so supportive. Thank you so much. Every live stream you're here, every time you're shooting me some kickback. I love it, appreciate it. I'm excited to do live streams because I know you're going to show up, man. So I appreciate you. What do we got going on? Let's see, MacGyver. Let me reach from over here. Maybe this is a little easier. 51 GPUs here. I do hot yoga in a dining room 3 to 4 when the sun is at its hottest. Not joking. 51 GPUs, man. So what are you running, like 6 per rig, or are you going a little bit extreme, going like 8 to 12 per rig? That's some serious hash power. 51 units. What kind of GPUs are you running? I'm curious. Crypto Jedi, I have 2 future bits running. It's not hot. You can feel a difference when you walk in. Worth it though. What future bit? So I'm curious. Number one, what GPUs you're running, MacGyver, and Crypto Jedi. I'm curious what future bit model you're running. So I know FutureBit just started releasing miners again. They had like the FutureBit Moonlander, which was like a USB based miner like this one when ASIC chips first came out. And I know that FutureBit has been trying to get back into it. So I'm curious what units you're running for FutureBit. And again, MacGyver, what kind of GPUs are you running? AMC is continuing to dip a little bit. Hopefully we can hold that $50 line. That's going to be a key point. We're just at the bottom right now for the RSI bands for AMC. Let's see. Running everything. Went all in on mining in May 2020. I have a total of 12 rigs, but of those, some aren't rigs, but just gaming PCs I got because there was no other way to get GPUs. Yeah, we've talked about it multiple times. The way I've been finding GPUs for myself is I'll go to local PC repair shops and ask if they have any GPU rigs, older ones that they're willing to sell to me, even secondhand. Save yourself some money. They're just going to throw them away. They're not going to use them, so it might be, a way to pick up a couple extra that way. Crypto Jedi, Script, Litecoin, Doge, and Bitcoin, full node, sweet, fun, and make a full chips. My largest is a 10 GPU. That's a pretty decent rig, man. So that's nothing to laugh about. Let me pull up FutureBit. I'm curious about FutureBit. I've heard a couple people mention it. I heard that it was kind of making a comeback. Let's see if I can pull something up. I think we actually talked about it in our last live stream as well. Yeah, it's definitely heats a factor, especially when you're doing it, in a house setting and not, say, like a designated mining area. The next property I plan on purchasing, I plan on building or at least converting a portion of the house or garage or whatever into a designated mining room, insulated, proper ventilation, proper racks, everything that works. Just because I've rented out units when I was in Southwest Florida and I ran my small farm. We ran it in a industrial complex, which was nice, but didn't have access to the miners, when I needed to. And then, where I am now, definitely power is a problem. So I'm definitely going to put my best foot forward with the knowledge that I've gathered up until this point and build a designated mining room with the proper power and the proper setup and just do it right and be done with it. That way, as new technology comes out and new miners come out, I could just unplug something and plug something new in and be quick and simple. Yeah, I'm not worried about AMC either, Ronald. I'm old and strong. I'm still even if it dips down, I'm still in the profit. I'm in the profit for quite some time. And if it dips down any further, I'll just buy more. I'm trying to centralize to push air out. He says you have 3 RX 580s that got ripped off on last year, sold to me as 8 gigabytes. Ooh, that's rough, man. 4 gigabyte heart GPUs aren't really worth a whole lot anymore. Mixed, didn't rig. See until I got home into the machine. That sucks. Sorry about that, brother. What kind of hash rate can you get on an L3 Plus at Ice Cream Warehouse? Just asking for a friend. If you got access to a industrial cooler, your industrial cooler, so this is what's going to happen. This is something that I've actually ran into in the past. Coolers are great, but there's no ventilation in those coolers. There's just constantly circulating air within the cooler, right? So your cooler is going to be pushed to its max, trying to keep that air inside that cooler cold. Depending on what kind of cooler it is, it's going to struggle to keep up with the amount of heat that those miners push out. So they're rated, when we read our miners and our L3 pluses and it says 78 degrees, that's not Celsius, that's not Fahrenheit. That's like 200 and something degrees Fahrenheit, right? So those chips are cooking. So an industrial cooler is definitely going to help keep it cool, but for how long, I'm not sure. And then you're going to have the added cost of that cooler trying to keep up with the cold air output. So that's why I went with an immersion system a while back. It ran well for me for a while in Southwest Florida. Learning from that, dealing with that mess, I'm now just going to transition to a open air ventilation system with filtered air and pushing hot air out. It's, what they're designed for. It's the setup I'm going to use. With some of the third-party firmware that's out there, you can limit or increase your fan speed. So that's the setup I'm going for moving forward. I'm getting an L3 Plus and handshake miner soon. I also run 2 BTC Fury miners just for fun. It's the BTC lottery. Yeah, I hear you. It's going to be tough running it in a cooler. D King Chi Mining, my friend advises any ideas or advice. So I've looked into Chia mining. It is very interesting. It is still a very new coin. It's time and space versus proof of work mining, right? So it could potentially be very profitable, but as more people join it, you're playing a lottery. Basically, what you're doing, from what I'm reading and from what I understand, you create plots, you create farm, or you farm it, you create plots, whatever it may be, and you're basically buying or creating a lottery ticket to add to a general consensus, and you're hoping that your lottery ticket gets pulled. The more space you have available, the more plots and farms you create, the higher chance of probability you have with the Chia mining. It is less noise. It is less space. If someone had access to, say, server racks and good stable hard drives at a cheap cost, it could be very beneficial. The thing with Chia mining right now is the amount of time it takes you to plot your farms. And there are pools out there and there are services out there where you can buy plots and just convert it over to your farm that way. It all depends on what happens in the future. I know that more and more pools are coming out with Chia. Definitely something that I've had my eye on. I do have a couple old PCs behind me that I've been looking to buy some old hard drives and test it out. So it's definitely a possibility. It's just not something I know a ton about right now. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, guys. I am. I'm a long way from losing money on AMC and DOGE. I'm right there with you, Ronald. What if the warehouse has a crane in it? You lost me. What kind of crane are we talking about? Just to pick up the mining rigs? Yep, you're creating a wheel. I've always thought BTC was a power hog, but I tend to think banking systems and Visa servers have been pulling just as much power, if not more, if you consider cash registers via crypto wallets. Yeah, I mean, there was a report that came out not too long ago that's like 78% of all the power used by Bitcoin miners is from renewable resources. So, got to do some digging. Don't know if that's true or not, but sounds good. My favorite cards are the 470 mining rigs, 470 mining editions. They're solid performance even after all this time. Yeah, I looked at the 470s. I agree with you. They're decent. They're solid machines to the point where whattomine.com still has them listed on their site. So, yeah. So here's what to mine, right? The 470 is still listed. The 380s are still listed on what to mine. You got an 8-unit rig. That ain't nothing to laugh at, man. Well, $300 a month on one rig. Poof, money in the bank. And those units are old enough where they've already paid for themselves, right? Message retracted. For new gen cards, I think the 380 is the way to go, but this light hash rate from NVIDIA should be illegal. Waiting on some helium miners to come in also. I think helium is a cool concept. I'm still waiting on mine, so I really can't talk too much about it because I haven't really played with it enough. But from what I've read, helium and Chia are definitely two that I'm looking into on top of my traditional ASIC mining setups. I'd like to get more into GPU mining just because I think Raven coin here is really going to pop off. You said the 380, not the 390, huh? Yeah, I mean, one 380 is doing about $5.33 a day. That ain't bad. I mean, if you can find them. That's the probably tricky part, right, is being able to find them. Yeah, I ordered my helium miners back at the beginning of the year, and I have yet to get them. I ordered a Bobcat, and I ordered a Nebra, I think it is. And they even now offered me an affiliate sponsor thing through Nebra to talk about their miners, but I haven't gotten them yet, so sorry, guys. Guyver, Ravecoin always confuses me. Usually one of the more profitable coins, but not sure why it hasn't been listed on Coinbase or anything else. Underrated. Never nice. I've been looking into them also. Yeah, I think Ravecoin is just under. Not too many people are looking at it because Ethereum is so popular, because other cryptocurrencies come before Ravencoin. I definitely think it has the potential to pop off once Ethereum does switch over to their Ethereum 2.0 London fork, if it ever happens. I have high hopes for it. I think Ravencoin could be one of the next things. I know there's talk of DOGE and Ethereum getting together and doing smart contracts through DOGE that way. It'll be very interesting to see what the future entails come towards the end of the year. I don't think we're going to go back to a bear market. I think just the news coming out alone is going to keep us in a bull market. I thought so too. I thought the Nebra miners, talking about helium miners, I thought the Nebra ones were pretty cool as well. Let's see if I can pull them up. Nebra. Would like to get mine sometime soon. It'll be nice. CL products. DIY kits and everything. Is it a monetary unit stake box? Yeah, I got some interesting products, and I thought that was cool to see them across the board. I picked up one of each. I picked up the EX VAT, this one here, the outdoor version of it, because I live in the mountains. And then I picked up this one to just kind of test out. I don't think it's going to be very profitable for me where I live, just because like I said, I live in the mountains. It's going to be very, very tough for me to get a signal. There is like one or two other miners close to me for helium. But I think just the interference between the hills and the trees is going to be tough to even link with them. So that's why I was looking towards this outdoor version of it. Maybe climb a tree or something, stick at the top of a tree and get lucky. We'll have to see. But again, I haven't received any of them yet. I'm still waiting on them to come in. It's ridiculous. How is your internet connection in those mountains? I don't know if you're familiar, it's Cox Internet Service is who I use, and it sucks. Yeah, helium's been doing really well. Helium coin has been doing well, but the price of it's going up. People are mining it, but I don't think too many people are using it for what they intend it to be used for. So that's my concern with helium, is the use case with it. It's a great concept. It's a great idea, kind of creating this decentralized network type of scenario, but it's only going to work in the long term if people use the actual service and not just hook up to mine it. So yeah, but MacGyver, I use it. It's a Cox Internet Provider, COX. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I missed out on Starlink. I'm kind of kicking myself. I was able to get on the waiting list, and I had the opportunity to buy one of their units. I think it's like $500 for the unit, and then it's $100 a month. I should have just done it, but at the time I was in the process of moving, so it would have probably gotten shipped to my old house and not my new residence, so I skipped out on it, and I think I lost my position, my slot. So I'm kicking myself for not doing it, because I'm paying, $120 a month for business class internet at my current residence, and it's not the best. It really isn't. I should have gone with Starlink. I think it would have been a better option, especially where I live. If I stick something on my rooftop, I have a pretty good line of sight with, the sky. I think it would have been all right. Yeah, I've seen good reviews about Starlink. I think it's Starlink and Web3 is definitely, like you said, going to be the next big thing. All right, so I got off topic there. I was trying to look up FutureBit. See what we got for products for FutureBit. Getting started. I want to see your products. Give me your products. 6-core, 4 GB RAM. What do we got here? Right. I remember now. They were combining ASIC chips on a motherboard that can be used as a computer on top of being a lottery machine for Bitcoin, because 44 ASIC cores, 3 terahash of hashing power on Bitcoin isn't gonna earn you a whole lot. That's more of a lottery machine. That's interesting. You can kind of tether them together. Uncompromising connectivity. FutureBit Apollo comes with all of the connectivity you'll ever need with multiple first for Bitcoin hardware. Connect your monitor, HDMI port, utilize high-speed USB, connect to your network with a modem, or if dedicated Ethereum, Bluetooth, version V5, Ledger hardware. It even has an audio input output. It's a computer. It's a computer with some ASIC chips in it. Manufactured in California. Pretty cool little rigs. Starlink on the radar, yes. I will say mining isn't easy. I have the power down rig to power on the microwave. But your name's MacGyver. Come on now. You should be able to like put some bubble gum and a toothpick and a paper clip together and hotwire something to go on. Yeah. Dropped a little bit on in the money options there for calls. Yeah, I mean, it looks to me that they're really pushing hard. It looks like they're really trying to get away from that gamma squeeze. See if there's any news or what's going on. Maybe somebody else has some updates that I'm missing out on. Crazy. Everyone's saying it's just a dip before the squeeze. The manipulation just got insane for AMC stock. Someone else is talking about it live right now as well. They're gonna pull out all the stops, guys. They really are. What's going on? What did I miss? If paperclip prices affect my inflation, we're going to have problems. Yeah. We're already got problems. Lumber, food, paperclips, it's too much. Greetings from Lithuania. Did I say that right? Lithuania? You're right there with 23111. He was from Ghana. I mean, getting some distance on the feed here. Love it, guys. Love it. I'm praying for my passport. Well, I'm paying for my passport while my USD is still worth something. Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of the things I have to do is update my passport. I mean, I can apply for dual citizenship in Italy if I wanted to. I'm only, one generation removed, 2 generations removed. Something my wife keeps on bugging me about. Go get my dual citizenship. Side Hustle Worldwide Ltd. Right on. Maybe that'll be my next subsidiary. That's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna get some distance here. That's what I want to see. I want to know what's going on out there, away from my little bubble here in the United States. What is the rest of the world experiencing in other parts of this country, other parts of the world? What's affecting you guys? What's going on with you? Need to start buying school buses. Live underground. No, my goal. I mean, I joke about the island with Ronald buying my own private island, which would be nice. But I'd really like to buy a good chunk of land and pull myself completely off the grid. Wells, power, solar power, hydropower, wind turbines, and just completely pull myself off the grid. Homestead the house and just try to reduce my impact, if you will. That's kind of what I want to do. That's kind of what I want to go for, and potentially set up some kind of renewable resource green mining farm on my property. It can be done. I've talked to a number of people that are doing it. There are a couple guys in my state that are trying to do it right now as we speak. Voscoin being one of them. He's not too far from me, I believe. And one of his buddies has actually got a full-fledged, solar farm. So talking about the L3 Plus Pluses, they're not bad machines. I prefer the L3 Plus just because they're a little easier to integrate new firmware into. The L3 Plus Plus is going to most likely be locked. You're going to run into issues if you try to upgrade your firmware. You're going to have to probably flash your firmware via the SD slot if you want to do third-party firmware and really get the most out of your miner. My L3 Pluses run between 690 and 725. So I get tons of hashing power out of my miners. The L3 Plus L3 Plus Plus is supposed to be more energy efficient, but like I said, I believe they are locked. I believe there's going to be a signature lock on those machines, and from what I understand, people are having a lot of issue unlocking them and flashing new firmware to them. But they're good, solid machines. I think a lot of Bitmain's units are, good as long as you take care of them, just like anything else, to maintain them. I have a first generation batch 1 L3 Plus that I have had overclocked from day one, that has been in a immersion tank and is now air cooled again and continue to be overclocked. And it's still running strong, pushing at about 690 mega hash per second. So they're good machines. The L3 Pluses are decent machines. I'm hearing a lot of issues with people trying to use third-party firmware. Just be careful with that. Do your digging and make sure you're safe and you don't fry your control board. A couple guys have already, fried their control board trying to flash new firmware. Back it up before you try to flash new firmware if that is a step you're willing to take, and just make sure that you back up your firmware before trying to flash new firmware. But the L3 Pluses, yeah, they're good machines. If you can find any cheap. Someone on Amazon apparently has them. What's the hash rate on these ones? When in doubt, prohashing.com. Link in the description down below for this awesome site. Bitmain L3++. So a stock unit, it's saying you should get around $5.84 average, plus or minus 10% based upon prohashing.com with a stock unit. So that's just under 600 mega hash, 1050 wattage. With additional firmware, you may be able to increase that quite a bit. Standard frequency is 480, paid 3600, including shipping and duty fees. Yeah, I use the ASIC FW firmware. It's been great for me in my machines. I use it on all of my machines, not just my L3s. And it allows you to fine tune the individual chips for the frequencies to get the most bang for your buck out of those miners. But again, I know a lot of people have been having issues upgrading to that firmware with those machines because they are signature locked. So definitely do your research, do some digging, join the Discord server. I encourage you to do so. Reach out to some of the guys on there. Maybe there's somebody else that has an L3++ that has experienced what I'm describing to you, having that signature error. There are tons of videos out there about getting around that signature error that pops up when flashing new firmware. That's why I haven't made my own video, just because there are so many out there, and I haven't run into that issue, to be honest with you. I have, Generation 1 and Generation 2 L3 Pluses, so I have my first generation is a 504, and my second generation is a 600 mega hash, and again, running at 690 and running at 724, no issues updating the firmware. I got real lucky, so I haven't had to, really flash any of the new firmware to those machines. So good luck to you, man. I think you got them for a okay price. A lot of stuff we tried to focus on in the Discord server whenever we're talking about marketplace is a 3 to 4 month ROI. So especially on older machines like that, you're buying them used or new old stock, if you will. Make sure when you get it, open it up a little bit, look inside, make sure it's cleaned out, make sure it's up to par. I've got videos on how to clean it and everything like that, and how to do maintenance on those on my channel. So make sure you check those out. And if you have any questions, of course, join the conversation. Ask us. We're here for you. Put a couple used school buses on your private island there, Ronald. Live out of the school buses. I'm looking for updates on the Fed. I know the Fed is going live today, talking about some stuff, and Powell will be live at 2:30, I believe, if you guys aren't aware of that, talking about inflation rates. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for checking out those videos. I'm thinking about 1,000 square feet with a decent workshop is all the house I need. Reinforced concrete. Unfortunately, I'm married, kids. Need to have some place for them, but I'm right there with you. For the longest time, I was looking at doing like a barn dominium setup. Small living quarters, large shop. That's my dream. I want to have my CNC tables. I want to have welders and car lifts and bike lifts, and I just want to want my own shop again. I had my own shop for years and years. I don't have one now, and it's just killing me not to have a place to just go tinker and play with stuff. I've lived in cars. I was homeless for some time. I mean, I have no problem living in a small space. For as big as a guy as I am, I have no problem living in a small space. I'm all about van life, whatever, car life. As long as I have a shop to work in, I'm happy. But family, kids, those guys come first. Got to make them happy. When they're happy, I'm happy. That's kind of where I'm at in my life right now. Yeah, I'd love to have a shop back. One of the last projects I worked on was for, unfortunately, the gentleman has passed away. I built a number of top fuel Harley Davidson frames for him. You can kind of see the picture behind me in some of my videos. I'd love to get back into that kind of stuff. I was a welding teacher and instructor for quite some time. I've been in the welding and fabrication field for well over 20 years. Love cars, love motorcycles, would like to start wrenching and doing my own stuff again. Van life before it was cool. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't know so much about van, but I lived in an old Cadillac Seville. Cadillac DeVille. Right when I first moved to Southwest Florida, I slept in my car a few times for a few months. Right on, MacGyver. What state are you? You said you were in Florida. Is that correct? Hey, if you need help with that CWI, let me know. I have my CWI and my CWE. I'm close friends with the Miami branch of the AWS. So if you need help, let me know. You're in Illinois. I can do some calling out for you if you need it. If you need help, let me know. I used to teach people and help people get their CWIs. If you need help, just ask, brother. So I don't know if you're aware of it, but there is a little bit of a loophole with the CWIs when it comes to which test you take. One is far larger than the other, but they are the same certification. May want to look into that. Yeah, put together by people that weren't welders. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what area of welding are you trying to get your CWI for? Structural steel, pipe, aerospace. What are we talking about? Ronald, I hate cars. D1.1. So okay, so structural steel, I take it. D11 is a fairly common certification, D11. So I hope you already have your D11 certification before you're getting your CWI. It will help immensely, and it will help lower the cost, I believe, as well. I don't know how it's structured right now. It's been a couple of years since I've looked at the pricing structure for the CWI. All I do is I renew my CWE every year. It's about all I do, or every 7 years, I think it is actually. If you got access to a TIG welder, man, the D1.17 will certify you for everything underneath it. Just saying. Oh, I bleed blue, man. I'm Miller all the way. Hold on 1 second. I got something for you. All right, it's one of many. Ain't no joke. It's used. That's like, I don't know, my latest one. I think I've had well over 100 and some odd helmets over the years. But I bleed blue. Absolutely. I'm Miller welder all the way. I've used Lincoln. I like the Lincoln Torchmates. I like the CNC plasma tables from Lincoln. Not a big fan of the Lincoln robots, though. I've had my hands on those. I've done training through Lincoln for the robots. Not a fan. Miller customer service is good. When I was teaching, Miller went above and beyond for my class and provided 20 something welders for my school. Lincoln barely even gave me a discount. I mean, not to say one is better than the other. Everyone has their own opinions, but for me personally, my Miller rep went above and beyond for me. So, I mean, they did my fuming extractor systems. They did full welding booths. They took care of everything for me. They were a fantastic service and customer service. Well, it's nice to have a fellow welder in the group. Couple of them. We had a nice little video of Ronald doing some flux core welding, I believe, on the Discord server as well. Yeah, I've always had great response from Miller and their tech support, and even coming out and helping us with some of our machines on the production floor, and letting us test machines for months on end. I've always been very happy with Miller. And then on the other spectrum, the other side of things, running robots, it was hard to even get a Lincoln representative out to service our robotic welder at the production shop that I ran. So, blue all the way, Miller all the way. I'm pumped now. That's awesome. Change gears a little bit. I forgot to mention this earlier. I guess there is a SafeMoon beta wallet available for testing. If you go to safemoon.net, you can sign up to be a beta tester. You do have to sign an NDA, but they do have finally a wallet ready for us to test, which I think is pretty cool. The SafeMoon team has been knocking it out of the park, in my opinion. Just, one thing after another. Bing, 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 boom, 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 boom. Right down the line. They say something, they do it. I gotta put that link in the description. No, we bounced. Let's see if we can hold up this bounce. AMC bounced off of the, the 61.8% retracement there. Let's see if we can get a little, a double bounce there. Maybe get 2 green candles moving upwards. That'd be nice. Moving into the second half of the day here. I definitely think we're going to see an uptrend towards the end of the day as manipulation dies down. You say you're no welder, yet you posted a video of you welding. Just saying. Crap, what was Miller's ticker symbol? I held Miller stock for a long time. I can't remember. Welcome on back to the chat, Tex. Nice to have you. We've been talking about welding today. Yes. No worries. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate anybody showing up and listening. We're just talking a little bit about AMC, talking a little bit about Bitcoin and the Taproot upgrade that they got going on. Talked a little bit about SafeMoon, Chia. Talked about some mining. And, of course, talked about welding, which I think really put a smile on my face. There's a cold wallet storage you could weld shut. Well, I mean, in theory, any of those aluminum cold wallet storages, you scrape off the anodization of the metal, you can always weld some aluminum together. Was on the Ledger site, not made by them. Don't know if I like Ledger. I have 2 of them. Yeah, I'm still holding SafeMoon. We were just talking about it a second ago before you jumped into the chat. SafeMoon has actually got their beta wallet out currently. Let me see if I can pull it back up for you. Reddit. Little joke meme there. SafeMoon wallet beta. If we slide over to safemoon.net. Looks like they got integration with MetaMask. That's pretty cool. New products. SafeMoon Wallet. Sign up for the beta test. A secure place to store and trade your SafeMoon. Some features include Simplex integration, which we know Simplex has signed on with SafeMoon. Dark mode, contact lists, hold to cancel, and haptic feedback. Right on. That's some pretty sweet stuff. I know that we were talking about a little bit in the Discord. You do have to sign an NDA to be a beta tester for the SafeMoon wallet. I may sign up just to see what it looks like and see what the NDA says and see how much I can actually talk about. I'm very curious to see what it looks like. I'm sure people are going to be breaking that NDA and leaking information about the beta. But it's a step in the right direction. I think we're going to see this one next from SafeMoon. It's going to be the hardware wallet. Based upon what Angus MacGyver was saying, SafeMoon and Ledger don't get along. This is actually a response to Ledger not implementing SafeMoon on their wallets. This is kind of a big FU to Ledger, saying, you know what, you're not going to put us on your wallet. We're going to create our own hardware wallet. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, of course, we have the exchange coming soon. I think once we get an alpha or a final copy of the SafeMoon wallet, we will see the exchange. These two kind of go hand in hand. But I definitely think the next one we will see will be the hardware wallet after the SafeMoon wallet, this one. I only weld to extract broken bolts. Had to weld a large bolt on Ellen's lifter to get it out. Ooh, fun times. Fun times. I know the struggle, Ronald. I really do. I understand the struggle. Pulse Chain is supposed to be the next big thing. Please check it out and let me know what your thoughts are. Let's check it out. Let's pull it up on Coin Checkup. You said Pulse Chain? Did I spell that right? All right, nothing on there. Let's go to the old Google machine. Energy efficient, cheaper, faster, fee burning Ethereum fork. Increase Ethereum value, enrich Ethereum users, enrich ERC20 and NFT users, easy to use, lower pulse chain fee, remove pollution, improve game theory, empower pulse chain holders. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't pull up the Telegram voice chat because I will get demonetized. So we don't want to do that. Need every little nickel I can gather. Bridging, let's see what they got on. Bridging ETH can be traded on Pulse Network. PLS can be traded on the Ethereum network. Bridging can also be done on other smart contract capable networks. So I'm assuming they're talking about, say, like MetaMask, PancakeSwap, Binance Smart Chain, things like that. Thousands of ERC20 tokens on Pulse can trade on the Pulse chain in Uniswap and similar at launch. Since Ethereum stakes included, there will be Interesting. Status. Pulse Chain has a private testnet up and running, mining 3-second blocks. The full Ethereum state is injected with bidirectional replay protection. Next on the roadmap is unique address per chain per sacrifice address. No, I'll write it down. I mean, it seems interesting. Let me put it in my notes so I don't forget, because I'm forgetful and whatnot. Pulse chain. Now, I'll definitely check it out. It looks interesting. I'm curious to see how they are going to implement their fee burning and everything like that, because it seems to be a popular thing to do right now. SafeMoon with their fee burning and the liquidation burning and everything else. More and more coins are doing it. We'll see. Goals. Yeah, I'll do some digging, man. I mean, it looks interesting. I'm just worried about the Ethereum fork, the Ethereum upgrade, the Ethereum 2.0, the London fork, whatever you want to call it. How that's going to affect this, or if this is part of that. I'll have to do some serious digging. You have to buy Hex coin to get involved. So you can't just go to MetaMask or Uniswap and buy it directly from there. Coin market cap. PLS. You're saying Hex is what's tied to it? So are they converting Hex to Pulse? Is that what's happening? Hex price is at 70 cents. It looks like it's got a little bit of an uptrend going on. A little bit of a downtrend today, but 7 days. What you got for news? Digital custody provider Hex Trust teams up with the Par Sig to strengthen custody and security. That was a month ago. Yeah, Ronald's right. It does look cool. It sounds cool. I'm definitely curious to see how they're going to implement the, having to purchase Hex first. A little intriguing to me. Sorry about that. My phone is going crazy. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do some digging. I don't want to, talk ill will or something I don't know a whole lot about. It does seem a little interesting. They have a great staking deal too. I mean, it is down 20%, so it could be on sale right now, if you will, if you want to consider it that way. But to buy Hex to get Pulse, I mean, you'd probably be getting it at a discount, right? Because Pulse isn't really out there yet. Is that what you're saying? Because it's in testnet phase. Let's see what their Twitter says. Twitter, I can usually have no problem with. So what will that convert to, though? That's what I'm curious about. How much of that the hex will convert to pulse? So pulse is a network. Is that what they're saying? Pulse network, pulse chain, pulse network that will implement additional. Okay, I get you. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, they're using Ethereum versus Binance, which I like to see. That's one of the downsides of SafeMoon, I think, is the fact that they use Binance Smart Chain opposed to Ethereum's ERC20. I don't know why I stuttered there. Migos PC guys, I put out a like a tropical theme shirt for AMC holders on my merch site, and they've been asking whether I can get a button down version of it. I messaged my printers. Hopefully they'll get back to me soon, and I'll get you guys an answer. Yeah, let me know what you find, Ronald. We'll compare notes. I'll try to do some digging on my own as well. Yeah, you sparked my interest. Just little bit of intrigue there. Yeah, you have to sign an NDA in order to join the beta test. Are you okay with this for the SafeMoon wallet? Excuse me, big yawn. It's a nice, healthy little market cap there, huh? For a coin that's so new. Yeah, I'm still a holder in SafeMoon. I'm still liking it. I'm liking what they're doing. I'm liking the progress that they're making. I'm holding mine on Trust Wallet, and I think I'm going to continue to hold on Trust Wallet until I have until we see a nice solid wallet from SafeMoon. Yeah, they've really stepped up their game, though. That's for sure. I do. I'm holding Shiba Inu. I put about maybe $100 into it. Picked up about 7 million Shiba Inu tokens, or whatever you want to call them. Oh, they're up 22% today. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's more of a gamble in my opinion. Um, yeah, Ronald, I hear you. Unfortunately, I don't have the bankroll to do it. I'd love to be able to dive into every project that I think may be worthwhile. I got a couple kind of that I'm playing close to the chest: Safe Moon, Shiba Inu. But I'm holding out for Dogecoin. And holding out for AMC right now. Some of my other stock positions. As time goes on, and if AMC pays off, maybe I'll be able to put a little bit more risk into some of these other positions. Been really playing heavy with the interest on CRO and crypto.com and the amount of interest that their DeFi app pays out. Kind of been my main focus right now, trying to gain steady income. As I'm not working, this is my full-time job. Being a trader, being a YouTuber, it's kind of my full-time gig right now. So I've been trying to figure out ways to stabilize my income instead of just being, a random payout here and there or whatever it may be. And, trying to calculate, when the next time I can pay my bills. I want something a little bit more steady and locked in so I know what to expect. Like a paycheck, So that's where I'm at. How can I buy Safe Moon? Doggy treats. So I got a video on how to buy Safe Moon. It's a little dated, but it's still pretty relevant on how to do it. You also can find the directions on the Safe Moon website as well. safemoon.net. And it actually walks you through, I believe, on how to purchase it. Looking for an easier way to buy and sell Safe Moon. People are using PancakeSwap. That's how I purchased my Safe Moon tokens, was on PancakeSwap. This is the method that I went with. If you want to check that out. Yeah, Ronald's got a good point. I did that for a while as well. You mine BNB from Pro Hashing or another service that offers BNB payouts to a Trust wallet, and then convert your Trust wallet BNB to Binance Smart Chain, and then from your Binance Smart Chain token, you can purchase the Safe Moon. It's really not as complicated as it sounds. If you have access to USDT and you can send that to a Trust wallet to purchase the Binance Smart Chain, that works as well. But I use the PancakeSwap and the Trust wallet method, and I'm sitting on, I think, 530 million Safe Moon tokens. So I'm right around that level. I did read someplace that once you hit the 5 billion Safe Moon token level, you're earning about $250, I believe, a day or a month or something like that. I wish I could find that post. I believe it was a Reddit post. Yeah, I'm sure it's buried in here someplace now. Safe Moon wallet. I'll have to do some digging, but I do think it's like so Safe Moon is roughly like a 16% APY on average, so it's like 0.06% per day or 0.6% per day, something like that. So after you hold like 5 billion tokens of Safe Moon, it's like $250 a month or something like that. I thought that was pretty interesting. But I definitely used the Trust wallet method and went PancakeSwap. That was how I purchased my tokens. Anytime, we're here to help. Glad you're enjoying the conversation and, checking out the live stream today. Appreciate everybody who's done so. You guys are awesome. Thank you. How much is that in USD? Not sure. Let's figure it out. Pancake swap. What is 5 billion? So it's 1,000, million, 100 million, so it's USD Tether. That's roughly dollar for dollar. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you have going on. Right on, Ronald. That's one of the lucky few, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. You can afford to invest. I wish I could invest more. I really do. I got lucky this year being able to sell my house at the top of the market and freed up some liquidity for me to start investing and playing around, give me the availability to retire from welding and to focus on YouTube and focus on welding on my own, doing my own stuff. Let me see. Let me connect my Trust wallet. Yeah, I think that's the correct amount of zeros. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. So that's 5. That's 5 billion, isn't it? There was a SafeMoon tracker. Oh, wallet tracker right there. You can enter your wallet address so you can actually see how much you earn on a regular basis. I don't know my wallet address off the top of my head, unfortunately, so I can't enter it to show you guys. I'm looking for a conversion here for SafeMoon. Sorry, guys. The American Dream never came for me. Sorry to hear that, Ronald. Looks like you're having fun with what you're doing now, though, brother. I sold some SafeMoon, and the funds are stuck on Smart Chain, Binance Smart Chain. Any thoughts? Crypto Jedi, what service did you use? Were you on PancakeSwap? Were you using the Trust wallet? How'd you do it? Can you give me the details on how you did it? Maybe there was a step in there that kind of got misplaced, if you will. So did you try to convert back to the Smart Chain, or did you try to sell it directly to BNB? Okay, so how many days in the future? Let's just go 1 day. SafeMoon balance. So I found this site for SafeMoon. Let's see, hold on. In this day and age, the biggest financial mistake you can make as a man is getting married. It's 500. That's 1,000. That's 50. 100,000. 500 million. 5 billion. SafeMoon. So it's saying, if I'm reading this correctly, manual reflection, 1 day, keep in mind, let's go 365. So you're increasing your SafeMoon holdings by 300 million in 1 year. So if we go back over to PancakeSwap, what was it? Let's round up a little bit. 392. So let's say 393. 393. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So with 5 billion SafeMoon tokens staked or tokenomics earning you right now for a full year, you would have about an additional $1,600 earned in interest. That ain't bad. That ain't nothing to laugh at. You know, that's not even considering the price going up in the future. BNB. Okay, so Crypto Jedi, back on track with Crypto Jedi, converted SafeMoon to BNB and then try to pull it out that way. I wonder if it's because you went to BNB rather than trying to go to the Binance Smart Chain and then the Binance Smart Chain to BNB. Maybe that's where the disconnect was. Let me see here. Let's go the top one here. Get rid of this bottom one. BNB. SafeMoon. I mean, it allows you to do it. It's saying you can do it on Pancake Swap. I wonder if it got stuck because of the float, the slippage. What did you have your slippage set to? Typically, what they recommend setting your slippage to is like 11, I think, or 12%. So that may be the issue there. It could be the amount of slippage you have plugged in for what's going on. They're saying you like 12 transactions may be front runner, and that's what you want. 20 minutes. If you're putting 0.8, 0.1, whatever, you're really getting pushed down the ladder there in terms of being queued up for your transaction to be verified. How long has it been stuck there? No problem, Tex. I thought that was interesting to talk about SafeMoon that way. It's another way of looking at it and how the tokenomics works. 5 billion SafeMoon tokens, $21,000 roughly right now, makes you about 1,600. Huh. That's really interesting, Jedi. I don't know, man. That's I haven't run into that problem yet, but I haven't tried to get paid out to BNB. That's interesting. So, Tex, 5 billion SafeMoon tokens is going to cost you $21,000. Yeah, but at that rate and at that price, you're still getting a higher interest rate than what you would get opposed to a bank. So, and the inflation rate, you don't know how much the price is going to go up over a year. So if you're looking at a year terminology, you got to think of the big picture. So let's be bullish on SafeMoon, right? So let's say that SafeMoon is going to increase in value. We're going to knock down a couple of zeros. So you're going to collect, you're going to put $21,000 into like a SafeMoon savings, if you will, and it's going to pay you out interest every 5 seconds. And that interest is going to compound to the point where at the end of the 365-day period, you're walking away with an additional 392,744,447 SafeMoon tokens additionally in your account. So that increases your balance to 22,865. But what this is doing and what they're not telling you is this is based on the current value of SafeMoon, not including or not trying to predict what the future value of SafeMoon is. So if this doubles in value in the next year, 2x's, right, that $1,600 that we calculated is now going to jump up to, $16,000. So based upon how you feel about SafeMoon and whether you think the price will double, triple, quadruple in price in the next year, and you're just going to put away that $21,000 or whatever you have available, it can do some serious damage. I mean, you can make some serious bang just in interest alone holding SafeMoon. Let's go back. Where was a USDT, right? Versus USDT. We're going to SafeMoon. So yeah, $1,600, and it doubles in value. You make some good money. Took me a while to figure it out too. Binance Smart Chain asks me for message signature hash. I don't know how to find it. So you should be getting, I mean, like if I try to use my MetaMask wallet, my crypto wallet here. Oh God, I don't even know what my password is. There we go. So when I try to do something or send or connect to anything, you're supposed to get a pop-up to connect, and it'll say like signed signature here. Now, if you're using the Trust wallet, I don't know how that is going to play out. It should automatically connect for you and automatically sign the signature. So that's very, very strange that that's popping up for you. It's not even letting me connect my MetaMask wallet right now. I don't think I can connect my Trust wallet. Nope. You may have to do it from a web browser, from a computer, Jedi. You may have to plug it in and connect to PancakeSwap from your Trust wallet like this, and then hit connect your Trust wallet and go that way. That way, when you get the pop-up, it may be a little easier. I use the Brave browser. The Brave browser has a built-in web wallet, MetaMask wallet, so it makes it easier for me to do it that way. You may want to look into it. That may be the solution. Maybe if you link your Trust wallet to PancakeSwap through a web browser, and you may get that signature there. Because I know I can pull up my web wallet here, and I can go to my activities. Come on, pin that stuff. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of issues. And I can pull up all my transactions. So maybe if you pull it up that way and link your Trust wallet, you can pull up your activities and see the signature that you missed because it wasn't popping up on your phone. That may be a way you have to go about doing it. Sorry, I know it's a bit of a workaround, a bit of a pain in the butt, but that may be a solution to gain access to that signature. I'm surprised it's not letting me link right now. There you go, Tex. Ronald for the save and the win, as always. Looking out for everybody. Another thing to consider also, Jedi, it could be version 1 versus version 2. PancakeSwap does have a version 2 out there, so check your versions. Maybe it has something to do with that as well. Because I'm on version 2 right now, and it's not letting me connect. Yeah, I'm not getting any feedback. So I don't know what that's all about either. It's very strange. So I think with Ronald's generosity, I think we'll end there on a high note with him helping out Tex and offering to send him some Safe Moon. That's just how wonderful our community is. If you're catching this live stream secondhand or you're listening to it, appreciate you guys joining the conversation. As always, you guys, everybody's welcome to join the conversation. Thank you, everybody, for being so respectful and kind. You guys have been an awesome community. I've had so much fun building this community, building this channel with you guys, because that's what it's all about. It's about coming together and working together for a common goal, whether it be financial freedom, whether it just be common respect for what's going on in the market, and sharing knowledge and wealth. So that being said, thank you, Ronald. Thank you for everybody who has signed into the chats and has contributed. Let's hit that subscribe button. Let's hit that notification bell. You guys are awesome. And, just perfect example of how awesome our community is Ronald reaching out and helping another member of the community. So until next time, guys, I'll do my best to get that tax video out to you. I'm also going to be doing a video on Crypto.com's DeFi wallet. And then we have, of course, Market Moves Monday coming up next Monday. As always, join the conversation. Share with me your guys, your thoughts, your concerns, your opinions on what is going on. And if there's anything that you'd like me to make a video about, let me know. If there's something you want me to talk more about, I'm always willing to do the research and bring that to the table. If you guys haven't done it already and you are interested in some of the behind the scenes content, we have the membership program on YouTube and Patreon that kind of gives you private behind the scenes content just for you guys and your eyes only. So until next time, guys, take it easy. Be safe with your investments. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, of course. Do your research and join the conversation. Take it easy.